And welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario Advance 4. Last time we finished up Iceland, and this time we're starting Pic Land. This is actually post-commentary, the next two actually are post-commentary because for some reason my capture card just does not like this game for some reason. So, 7-1 is pretty straightforward. It's actually very confusing if you take the wrong pipes. It can actually take a long time if you keep taking the wrong pipes, but once you know what pipes to take, it's actually pretty easy. Take the left pipe here, and then you end up on this part of the level. Item there if you need it. Just continue climbing up until you get to the top. But it's kind of a climb. There's piranha plants everywhere. There I got hit because I don't know. I was trying to land on the pipe just at the very tip of it, so I could potentially hit piranha with a tail swipe with the raccoon suit, but otherwise, just jump off that turtle to save yourself some time, and you're done with the level. Pretty straightforward if I do say so myself. But yeah, I don't know why my capture card just does not like this game, because it's working perfectly fine for Animal Crossing. It's just this game. This game, it just won't sync properly. It'll just, like, delay for some reason. Which actually brings up the question of, I think it's the writing speed, and it's an issue of RAM, but I don't know, because my computer meets all the minimum system requirements, and, you know, it hasn't done this for other games, so I don't know why it's just suddenly acting up. Anyway, this level is sort of tricky because of a little twist. If you have a raccoon tail, you can actually do a little secret jump and skip a huge part of the level. I actually attempt to jump it, but not so successfully. Try to get a running start, and nope. Running start again, and nope. So you kind of see the pattern forming, right? So jump running start, and not enough. In any case, you can make the blocks appear, but you only need the last two. Maybe the last three, depending on how much speed you have going into the actual jump. But it's actually really, really easy to not need more than 2 or 3 blocks. So yeah, that's an example. Easy. Do that. And the rest of the level is pretty straightforward. It's just a straight jump to the end. The pipe you want to take is the one that extends past the ground. This is actually something I tried to do in Mario Maker, is put pipes to go past the ground if they actually go somewhere, to give the illusion that it actually does go somewhere. I intentionally didn't get a star because frankly all it does is to eat up time, and we have way more lives than we really need at this point in the game, so might as well just, you know, not worry about it. But yeah, if anyone uses an Elgato Game Capture HD and has experienced similar things, specifically with HD games, I'd be interested in your feedback, actually. Because this has happened now 3 times in a row with HD games. But yeah, for composite, it works fine, but it's just anything else that doesn't seem to exactly work well. I thought it was an issue of RAM, but it's not. This level, you just want to grab all the stars and the blocks. The first 2 are in the bottom left blocks, like that. If you hit the block at the very end of the star and make the star appear, that's actually a good strategy. You want to maximize how much time you have with the star. I barely hit that in time. I think it's like literally just a couple frames at most. And that's actually the last major star you need, and then you just run to the end. Simple level. If you don't grab the stars, and if you get tripped up by Lakitu, it can be actually a very challenging level. So, yeah, try to be on the safe side, get the stars when possible, and most importantly, don't die. Don't get hit in the first place, actually would be better advice. Another card game. Pretty straightforward, just match. I just guessed randomly. I wasn't really worried about getting items because frankly, we have enough items for the end game. So 4 and 5 are both challenging in different ways. I accidentally hit the home button, or it's the R button actually. So I was sort of debating it, but I decided to go with 5. because the Toad House on the right has a chance of giving a frog suit, which is actually really good for the next level. This is kind of a maze of invisible blocks, bringing up the point that this was actually when invisible block usage was clever, not just obnoxious as it is now. Yeah. Invisible blocks definitely have a bad name because of like Kaizo Mario in particular, because pretty much everyone who does levels that overdo invisible blocks were pretty much inspired to some capacity by Kaizo Mario World. So yeah, it kind of created a bad pattern, it seems. Yeah, no real problems with this level. This is where things get confusing though for a first time player, I'd say. You can actually use the Tanuki tail to get through the block on the left side and skip that lower portion. You also don't even need to do anything with those blocks in the Koopa. Just go straight down, take out the Spiny, and then make a bridge. Here, you only need to hit the blocks shown. I actually go ahead and hit an extra one, just in case of running speed stuff, like so I wouldn't run off the platform and all that. Just a little precaution. And now that that's all constructed, all you need to do is run to the end. Piece of cake. I don't know if I said yet, but this is a short video because it's only half of the world, not the entire world, because World 7 is the longest world in the game, because of having so many mazes, and having one particularly bad auto-scroller, which is actually the next level. I tried to go for the Mushroom House, because of, again, the chance of getting a frog suit. If you don't have a frog suit, if you don't get a frog suit, I would say Fire Flower. This is a good safe bet. I'd almost say go with Fire Flower just from the get-go, because Fire Flower is actually a lot more dependable for sniping enemies. And there are a lot of enemies in this level, so definitely try to keep that in mind. Try to, you know, use one of the two. Yeah, my problem with this is it's slow. It's just really slow. Make sure you don't get hit in this early part, because after that initial block, there are basically no power-ups for a very long time. So yeah, try not to get hit for a while. Now you have the blooper spawners. I don't know what to actually call those things. And you get the jellyfish again. And this is where the stage starts falling apart in this playthrough. Because with the screen scrolling the way it does, it actually makes it really hard to gauge your swimming height. Because you swim at a constant height, but when the screen is shifting all over the place, it actually makes it harder for me to actually gauge how far a button press will send me in the air. So I actually managed to somehow survive. I hit the block really far to the left side on purpose, so I would make sure the mushroom would go right. That was also very unfortunate what happened just there. Sometimes that's a problem with this level, is just the fish really are aggressive and don't really let you get past them. And luckily the goal is right beyond here. I was like, just run. Don't even worry about it. What I should have done was actually sped it up, like play at double speed. The video is only 12 minutes, so it's like no point in doing that, I figured. After that, less than stellar performance. I actually tried to use this pipe, but it actually goes nowhere, so don't even bother. Like literally, this pipe goes nowhere. It's the strangest thing. Also, all the islands are shaped like warp pipes. That's just a little observation. Next time, we basically finished the world, and it's actually a longer video, which surprised me because I thought the first half would take longer because of all the mazes, but the second half actually took longer because of some vertical scrolling levels. In any case, I actually don't use a power-up, which is a little bit surprising because I almost always use a star, but I don't use a star here, and you can tell why I would usually use a star because of all the just enemies galore. I would definitely recommend using a star if you want to do this a little bit fast. I think I hit here, but I guess I must have been the second piranha. Because there are a couple. So got the P-Wing, which is actually a much better reward than the second piranha. Fair warning. You'll just have to wait and see. I don't get the mushroom house because I frankly have enough items as is. I don't even know what's in there, to be honest. I'd never use it because it's just so out of the way. I use the P-Wing because 1, I have so many, and 2, the stage is actually pretty well designed for P-Wings. All you have to do is basically find the P-switch, hit it, go through the door, then go through a pipe. I think you can go through both, but they go to different places. I think one goes to a Tanuki and the other doesn't. This is a fire flower, do not pick it up because you need a P-Wing or some flying power-up. So once you see a T-shape, a small T I should say, like that, fly up and kind of like leftish, and you should get to the pipe. Also, you only have 200 seconds, so you probably should figure out where the pipe is pretty fast, hopefully. That's why I would recommend using P-Wing. I actually let Boom Boom get off the ground, which is actually first. But that's it. That's actually half of the world done. With relatively little difficulty, except for some stress in World 7-4. I wish that recording had worked. But in any case, thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time for more Super Mario Advance 4.